Welcome to Quick Tip with Joy. Today I'm going to try to save you some money on shipping. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share what I have learned. I have an Etsy store at JJ with Joy, and I have learned through packaging and through frustration with my post office, and I'm going to attempt to share that with you. Okay, so anyway, two of the main things that you want to remember is mail in the smallest package that you can mail it in, or letter form, not necessarily too small with a letter, but mail it in the smallest package that it will fit in, and mail it in the lightest package that it will fit or, work in. Now, not everything works with everything. One of the issues that we have so many times with swaps is people will put something in an envelope and think just because it's in an envelope that it'll go and ship for the first class postage price. No, 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 no. It will not. If it is flat, like a piece of paper, a card, yes, it will go like that. If it is not, it is considered a parcel, and they will charge you the parcel price. And they might not charge you the parcel price if you just stick it in the envelope and put it in the mail. However, the person on the other end, first of all, will have a delay. It could be like up to 3 weeks because the post office is very busy. They throw all this stuff in a pile until they can get to it. And sometimes it takes like 3 weeks to get to that. So you do your due diligence and do it proper the first time. You don't want a postage due on the other end. That is very aggravating to people. You give something to somebody for free. That's happened to me, and it cost me $4 to get it out of Hawk so I can even find out what it is. That is so frustrating. If it has a button, if it has a knot, if it has a gem or a bulb pin or anything in it, it is a parcel, people. Parcel. It is not a letter. No, no, no. Okay, so there's the question of, do you send it through the U.S. mail? Do you send it through UPS? If you want to send through the U.S. mail, first of all, I highly suggest that you get you a pirate ship account. It's pirateship.com. You get one of those accounts. You buy you a scale, a cheap little scale that will do your job. Some of you may have heavier packages, but with us, this one works fine for me. And you just work with the scale. It weighs it, and then you do it yourself, and you mail it from home. They'll come and pick it up from you, from your house. You don't have to do anything else except for you have to have a printer to be able to print out a label. And you have to have some form of payment attached to your account, okay, if you do pirate ship. So it will save you quite a bit of savings on your postage, first of all. If you don't want to go that route, if you have a smaller package, then you definitely want to use, or if you're determined that you just don't want to buy the scales cost maybe $25, $30. Don't buy it at the post office. Just go online and buy one. It doesn't matter, So make sure that if it's really kind of heavy, then you need to go through UPS. Sometimes there's a better savings. If it's kind of borderline, that's where, if you're shipping something heavier, that's when I would use a priority mail packaging, because you can actually save money because it's way heavy. It's heavy. If it's not heavy, don't use priority mail. You are wasting your money. Seriously, people. So if you can at all mail your package in a poly mailer, you can get these online. I buy them through, you can buy them through Facebook, through Etsy. You can buy them, I don't know, wherever. Amazon. You can certainly buy them anywhere. You don't have to buy pretty ones. Pretty ones will cost more. Buy the plain ones. They're fine. But if you can put it in a poly mailer versus putting it in a bubble mailer, you will save some money. If you're doing something flat, but it's going to poke a hole through this, you know, you may want to use bubble, you know, don't be popping this and just throwing it in the trash, you know. Save every bit you get. That's how you can save money as well. If you need to, you can wrap it in this and put it in this, and it's a little bit, I feel it's less expensive than buying a bubble mailer, because a bubble mailer already says, ding, 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 more money. So when you're packaging, you want to make sure it's not wiggling around in your package. You know, like if you're boxing something, don't let it wiggle around. If you wiggle it around, then you might have damage to whatever you're sending. So I suggest using these little pillows, is what they're called, packing pillows, or bubble wrap. Is that what it's called? I just had a little fart there, a little brain fart. Just remember, plastic is lighter. It's not going to weigh as much as paper. This paper, even though they've spread it apart, probably weighs more. I'm sitting here, well, I mean, this is heavier than that, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, just remember that plastic is less weight than paper of any sort. You know, so many times there's this paper, we like to get it and back tags with it and stuff. But if you're shipping it off in that, that'll add some weight. And there's different weights of plastic and paper, so go with the lightest that you can find, okay? If you're going to use one of these mailers like this, that probably, it's paper, it's heavy. You're going to pay just a little bit more. The bigger the package, the more you're going to pay. So don't get a box because you have one. Go to the grocery store and ask them for a smaller box. They throw them away all the time, people. Go find one that fits your project that you're wanting to ship off. Let's see, what else? Tape. There's lightweight tape and there is heavy tape. You can save a little smidge by using the lightweight tape. You can, now there is certain, if you're mailing letters also, there is an extra ounce stamp that you can purchase. So if you have a letter stamp, first class stamp, and it weighs, you know, like up to an ounce more, you can just get an extra ounce stamp, which is 20 cents more, instead of sticking another stamp on the package. You know, I don't know how much they are now. I have no idea. They're like 60 cents or something. I don't have any idea. Instead of putting 2 stamps on it, just buy extra ounce stamps. They last forever. Make sure that one of the things that I found, I was mailing through my shop, I have adhesive dots, and I thought it was nice and flat. There wasn't any bumpy bumps. Well, to them, there's a bumpy bump. And so they would make me pay a parcel price. But I learned later that if I just bought a non-machinable stamp, it's versus, so if a regular stamp's like 30 cents, a non-machinable is kind of like the extra ounce stamp. And it was like 90 cents. I could mail it for 90 cents instead of $4. So if you have international, this is all for America, what I'm telling you. If you're in another country, then it's certainly different. I'm so sorry. Do not ever send a square letter. I made that mistake once. And a square, if you are giving a perfectly square letter, it cannot be read through their machine. I sent my daughter, I thought it was cute, you know, I made it square. I thought it was cute. I found out that it is not considered a letter. They charged me more, and it did not get there for like 3 weeks. It was so slow. Oh my gosh. Now, if you can talk sweet to your little postal people, they will give you this guide, and maybe you gotta cozy up to them a little bit. I did end up getting one, but this has all the information of what is considered a parcel, what is considered a letter, and then what's a postcard. And if you're sending a postcard, you know, you need to make sure it's flat and it doesn't, things have got to go through there. You know, they're like swiping it through 100 miles an hour, and it's reading. Another mistake I made was I put, I had a dark color envelope, and I put with black writing on, you know, the address. I put the address on with black writing. And then I thought, well, that's dark. The postal person isn't going to be able to see it, and it might be hard to be delivered. So I went over it with a white pen. Oh my gosh, don't ever do that. That's a mistake too. That slowed it down by a week or two because it got thrown out. The machine could not easily read it. Sometimes it's better to put a label on so the address pops. You know, you want it legible so it can go through the system. So anyway, I'm going to stop right there because there is just so much. But if you have a question I can answer, you can put it under there. I will attempt to answer it, but I am not a postal worker, so I'm just going by what I've learned. And I hope that it helps you with mailing your swaps out and saving you a little bit of money. But if you would like to see more from me, give me a thumbs up. Share it if you would like, please, and subscribe. And if you want to see more from me, just make sure that you ring the bell, and then you'll get the notification when I have posted another video. As for today, remember your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Have a wonderful day and happy shipping.